Thousands of years ago, a small town was established on the Yangtze and its tributaries. These waterways have brought prosperity that has lasted centuries, which in turn allowed the wealthy to build spectacular gardens. Today, the gardens of Suzhou are considered some of the most beautiful places in China, if not the world. So why do these gardens and the philosophy they represent still mean so much in Chinese culture? I'm Roisin Timmins, discovering the classical gardens of Suzhou. Suzhou has over 100 gardens, 9 of which are a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Most were created as part of private estates for gentry and officials. Over the centuries, they became more elaborate as new owners added to and modified them. The designers have created quite a puzzle. I'm getting lost. I think I need some help. To decode the gardens of Suzhou, I'm going to meet a leading expert, Suzhou Gardens. Thanks for meeting with me. So, I got lost exploring today.
Yeah, because there are many layers in this garden. There are 4 elements in the garden: architectures, plants, water, and stones. Like the rockeries here have been placed to mimic peaks, carvings, and islands.
The rocks even invade buildings in the humble administrator's garden, making it feel like you are exploring a mountain, even though you're in the middle of a city. In fact, all of these gardens are full of playful optical illusions.
The architecture leads you to the best views. This window even borrows the best view. Through here, it looks like the pagoda is a part of the garden. But if you come through here...
Oh wow, it's actually so far away.
This technique is unique to Suzhou Gardens.
I've heard about framing, but what does that mean?
It's like this. These circles are frames for different seasons. For example, this is spring side. I think we need to get lower for the best views.
Amazing. Those are peonies, right?
Yes.
In any big garden in Suzhou, there are more than 100 species of plant. In smaller gardens, there can be up to 70 different kinds. In China, different plants symbolize different seasons. The peonies for spring, lotus in the summer, osmanthus in the autumn, plum blossoms in the winter.
The view changes with the seasons, but also with the angles. Stop here and walk this way.
Oh, everything is placed so purposefully.
Step by step, the view changes. The pond is the centerpiece, and water is the soul of the garden. It connects and channels every other element.
It's really like a mirror here. It expands the space, right?
And drags your gaze up to the sky.
But all of these elements are not just for looking at. You can hear the rain, smell the flowers, feel the rocks. All of my senses are engaged, and yet I feel totally at peace. In ancient Chinese philosophy, there is the idea of tianran heyi. Humans and nature are one and should exist in harmony, and that's certainly clear here. But as night falls, some of the gardens reveal other offerings. As the moon rises, tourists arrive to tour the gardens, serenaded by centuries-old art forms such as Quanchu opera and Pingtan. The gardens may be on the bucket list for many travellers, but they're not just for tourists. In Suzhou today, places that were once private and exclusive are now open to all. Can you imagine living in all this greenery?
苏州园林它最大的特点就是把大自然放到自己家里来了。无论你是在春天、秋天、夏天还是冬天，都能看到大自然的那些景色。这就是苏州人在家里能看到的世界。
As soon as you walk through the gate and you're behind those big walls, you've just gone into a different part of the universe.
我是一名新苏州人。之所以10年前选择了苏州，我觉得还是因为这座城市风雅的生活气息深深地吸引了我。
Residents who have been here for generations or just a few years have all benefited from the recent renovations and restorations of Suzhou's old city and the gardens within. But you don't have to live in Suzhou to appreciate the gardens. One institute has been working since the 80s to spread this quintessential style of gardening across the world.
We have taken the lead in bringing Suzhou Gardens aboard. We set up the first Suzhou Garden in Metropolitan in New York and later built more than 30 gardens in other cities and countries, from Canada to Japan.
The gardens of Suzhou are the lasting legacy in Chinese culture for respect for nature and the search for the ideal way in which humans can inhabit it. But how can that legacy be carried forward? The answer may be over 1,000 kilometers away, in Beijing, at the 2019 International Horticultural Expo. With the theme Live Green, Live Better, the expo showcases a huge collection of plants, flowers and pavilions that aim to integrate horticulture into daily life and blend age-old Chinese wisdom with global innovation. It's never been more important that modern ways of life show respect, even reverence for nature. And these gardens are living proof that the desire for harmony with the natural world can have the most beautiful outcomes. See you next time.